Good afternoon, everyone. It is June 21st. Welcome to summer. I am Stephen Herwire. I'm the owner of Herwire Financial Plans with Direction. Today, after the market wrap, we're going to talk about annuities. Okay, annuities. They come in many flavors. There's a few basic types. Fixed annuities, variable annuities, and there's a few other varieties, but we won't be discussing them. Annuities are an insurance company product. As such, individual state insurance commissions govern these products. If there's a variable component, FINRA and the SEC may have additional oversight. Anyone helping you invest money in an annuity should have at a minimum an insurance license. And if there's a variable component, they should also be securities registered. They frequently have guarantees. Guarantees are always based on the claims paying ability of the issuing company. Usually, an individual contract is issued. Frequently, there are fees for early withdrawal. There are some tax benefits associated with annuities. Most contracts have differences, even when they're issued by the exact same company. Annuities are long-term vehicles, not to be used for short-term needs, except perhaps in a SPIA, which we'll talk about momentarily. Okay, the plain vanilla variety of a fixed annuity is a single premium immediate annuity, which is a SPIA. And when I said this is something that may be good for short-term use, let me explain. The way to view a SPIA is you hand a bag of money to the insurance company for them to keep, and they agree to send you income for the rest of your life, be it 6 months or 60 years. The younger you are, the smaller your annual income will be for any given amount of money. You can set it up for life only, which will be the highest payment, which means it only lives as long as you do. Life with period certain, which means it'll live as long as you do, or for a certain fixed number of years if you don't live that long. Joint life, where husband and wife could have an income for as long as at least one of them's alive. Okay, this is a retiree pension is basically a SPIA. The other common variety of fixed annuities is what's called a deferred annuity. They act a lot like bank CDs. However, unlike bank CDs, which mostly have FDIC or equivalent insurance, they also have substantial surrender charges if you try to cash them in early. But unlike bank CDs, they have tax deferral, generally speaking. Variable annuities. Now, these have even more variety. They may or may not have a guarantee attached. They have investment vehicles on the inside called sub-accounts usually. The account value will fluctuate on a daily basis. And like with most other investments, you as an investor can lose money on these things. Okay, advantages of variable annuities. Number one, tax deferral. Number two, income guarantees are a possibility. They're not always there, but you could have a variable annuity that has a promise to give you a check for as long as you're alive, as long as you obey the rules. You may be able to access investments inside a variable annuity that you wouldn't have access to without much larger sums of money. And some of them even have what's called a principal guarantee. So if you deposit X dollars in, if you follow all the rules and stay in for a certain fixed period of time, then you get at least X number of dollars out. Of course, there's many potential disadvantages. Number one, higher internal fees. Okay, what this means is if you have an investment inside a variable annuity that is substantially the same as something outside, the something outside will usually perform better because it doesn't have to deal with this high fee level. Surrender charges. If you go trying to take money out of this before a certain fixed period of time, you will find yourself paying money to get out. So that means they're relatively illiquid. And if you go pulling money out for spending money, before you turn 59 and a half, there may be a penalty for a tax penalty over and above any of the surrender charges on the annuity. Also, the profits from these types of accounts are taxed as ordinary income. If you had the same money in a mutual fund or in a stock account, you would have likely have a different tax treatment. An annuity may or may not fit in your overall portfolio. Key thing to do before deciding to put money in annuities, decide what your goal for the money invested is. If somebody tells me, yeah, we're going to use it to put a down payment on a house in 18 months, I'm going to say, well, annuity's probably not for you. After that, you determine if investing in annuity will help you accomplish that goal. And always consult a qualified and licensed insurance professional. Remember, annuities are long-term vehicles. They have advantages and disadvantages that must be considered carefully before putting your money into them. Ideally, they should be considered in conjunction with your specific financial plan. Once you graduate, be it from welding school, engineering school, or law school, you're going to need a different plan for each of these stages that's tailored to your individual situation. Most important question to ask during your working years, and the earlier you ask it and get an answer, the less impact it's likely to have on your spending money. Am I saving enough? Second question after that is it in the right place? Once you get on that glide path to retirement, which I call the last 10 years prior to retirement, the question is, will the USS retirement be shipshape on the appointed day, ready to depart? While you're in retirement, you want to make sure you avoid running out of money before you run out of life. And finally, legacy. When you're done with retirement, does what you worked hard for get to where you wanted it to after you're done with retirement? I can be reached at herwirefinancial.com. I do in-person, Zoom, and phone appointments. I am licensed and registered across several states and can easily add states if there is a need. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, you can click on the schedule an appointment button in the upper right-hand corner of my website. If you want to see more videos like this, go to my website and click on the YouTube button. It's that red button in between the Facebook and LinkedIn buttons up on the top banner. If your friends want more information, they can follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. For those who prefer the good old-fashioned telephone, my phone number is 518-631-2569. Do not text that number. You will be sad because I won't get it. I'll be sad too because I won't get it. Material contains only general descriptions, is not a solicitation to sell any insurance product or security, nor is it intended as any financial or tax advice. For information about specific insurance needs or situations, contact your insurance agent. This article is intended to assist in educating you about insurance generally and not to provide personal service. It may not take into account personal characteristics such as budget, assets, risk tolerance, family situation, or activities which may affect the type of insurance that would be right for you. In addition, state insurance laws and insurance underwriting rules may affect available coverage and its cost. If you need more information or would like personal advice, you should consult an insurance professional. You may also visit your state's insurance department for more information. Riders are additional guarantee options that are available to an annuity or life insurance contract holder. While some riders are part of an existing contract, many others carry additional fees, charges, and restrictions, and the policyholder should review their contract carefully before purchasing. Guarantees are always based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Opinions voiced in this material are for general information only, not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical, not a guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested in directly. All data is believed to be from reliable sources. However, no representation is made as to its completeness or accuracy. None of this is to be construed as tax or legal advice. Consult your advisor prior to taking any action. And asset allocation does not ensure a profit or protect against a loss. CDs are FDIC insured to specific limits and offer a fixed rate of return if held to maturity. Annuities are not FDIC insured. Annuities are long-term tax-deferred investment vehicles designed for retirement purposes. Gains from tax-deferred investments are taxable as ordinary income upon withdrawal. Withdrawals made prior to age 59 and a half are subject to a 10% IRS penalty tax. Surrender charges apply. Guarantees, again, are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Fixed and variable annuities are suitable for long-term investing, such as retirement investing. Gains from tax-deferred investments are taxable as ordinary income upon withdrawal. Withdrawals are made prior to age 59 and a half, subject to a 10% penalty. Variable annuities are subject to market risk and may lose value. Everybody have a terrific weekend. Get out there and enjoy that summer.